Perfect. Hi, Artyom. Hi, Daisy community.
Hi,
Hi, Liquid community. We have come together again for a nice Zoom call, and we're going to speak today about liquid mining again, to do like a brief overview of all the possibilities liquid mining has to offer. But within this presentation, we're going to focus a bit more on the Bitcoin ASIC mining. So I bet everyone knows you already, Artyom. But I would like you to say maybe hi again for the ones that don't know you yet, that you can briefly maybe introduce yourself, and then we're going to go through the slides together. So I hand over the mic to you.
Yeah, once again, hi to everyone. More or less, I suppose the community knows me, but our community is constantly growing. So there are a lot of new people who are only joining us and only starting to enjoy the product. And basically, we make these videos for them. I am the Chief Operational Officer of the Liquid Mining project. I am the one who is responsible for all the details happening, all the new products within the project, and I'm the one who is representing them for you, explaining them and making everything clear together with Caroline mostly for our community.
Yeah, and good that you mentioned it, since everything is constantly, or the community is constantly growing. For everyone that doesn't know me yet, I'm Caroline. I'm not part of the Liquid team, but I'm a Liquid fan and member since basically day one. So I have met the Liquid team late February in Dubai on a presentation, and I really liked what was presented, and I got at it basically. And I really liked every single detail I found. And well, in the end, we have talked so much about I needed tech help, I needed some special support. And then it just basically just came out like doing Zoom calls together. Like it wasn't planned like that. It just happened, and it's really great. So I'm happy to show Liquid from the side. And I think this is the specialty we are doing, that it's not from the company being explained, that it's not just of a member explaining it, that we did the fusion of company and user, so we both can share our experience, which I think is like really special and unique. And I'm really grateful again for your time. So I would share the screen and actually start with the presentation, so everyone knows what we are talking about. So yeah, we are talking about liquid mining, as mentioned before. And the great stuff about it really is that you are mining your coins straight into your own pocket. And honestly, I really think, and I have spoken to quite a few people, that that mining has never been that simple. And we're going to speak about it a bit at the end of the presentation. You guys are actually the first ones that have a mining app released on Google Play Store and the App Store. So it's something that you, as the company and the whole community, can be very proud of. I want to say that neither Artyom nor I are financial advisors, and we are not, we're basically informing about all the benefits and opportunities liquid mining has to offer, but every single one of you has to take their own decision. So it's very important always to build your future, because in case you don't build, it's a bit boring basically, and you cannot grow, and to protect it at the same time. Not because we don't want to take unwanted risks, but it's also important to be able to grow, to take some kind of risk. So I really want to have it very clear that everyone only takes risk capital always for any kind of investment. Then it's always very important to minimize your own risk, to diversify as much as you can. So don't put everything, like don't bet on one horse, like take a few horses and send them for the race. And it's very, very nice and helpful to add alternative assets into your portfolio. We all want to know who liquid mining really is. Like, how did it started? Who are behind this? Who is behind this great project? And liquid mining actually is a fusion, a joint venture of Atom Mining and the Daisy community. Many of you that are on this call right now are watching the presentation, the recording, are probably part of the Daisy community and know very well what it is. For the ones that don't, Daisy is a decentralized artificial intelligence system, which has been already on the market for more than 2.5 years, very successful and has built a community of more than 200,000 independent investors and marketers. Atom Mining has also a brilliant track record, and you can see here the link. So I invite everyone to please click on the link and find out more about Atom Mining. And by the way, they are the leading mining provider worldwide. Who is behind Liquid? So the guy you see here, very smart photo, by the way, is Dimitri. And I can tell you, Artem, maybe you can tell me how to pronounce it. Saxonov, do I say it right?
Saxonov.
Okay, perfect. So now we have it pronounced the right way. Dimitri, also named Dima. You've seen him on several Zoom calls. And whenever we speak about Dima, it's actually Dimitri we are talking about. He is a serial entrepreneur with a proven track record and has already a 7-year experience of mining. He is leading a full-time team of 60 plus full-time employees, and he is actually the creator of the multi-mining concept. What I have met him in person, as I said, in February, and I've had until now lots of Zoom calls and conversations with him. He is very busy, but if you want to meet him, there's always a way to do so. And he has taught not only me, but the whole community one phrase, which really stayed in the back of my head, which is, if you want to make real profit in crypto, don't buy it, mine it, which I think is great. And on the last Zoom call, I have already revealed another phrase he has said, which is great also, is everyone is born to be successful. So thanks for the 2 great advisors. I think it's like very nice advisors for our whole future to build it and to protect it. About the Liquid team, we are speaking here about cloud mining. So I had lots of people asking me, does it like really exist? Is it like a gaming thing? Is it like a metaverse mining system? Is there actual mining equipment? Is there a team behind? Yes, there is a team behind. And what I've just mentioned, there are 60 plus full-time employees, and they are developing their own software. They did their own app. So there's like so many people specialized on this kind of mining, what we are doing. So not only the mining itself and leading the whole operation, also the whole tech team behind. I have made many Zoom calls with you, Artyom, and with a few other guys from the team. And I can assure you, yes, you guys are sitting in an office, and yes, there's real people and real employees. And yeah, it's like a really nice feeling to know always your guys' availability, because sometimes I have a question and Artyom says, look, I don't know the answer, but somebody next door does. And then it's really just going into the next room and the answer is right there. Maybe there is a video that is showing the office, but we don't have it in like good English. Maybe there will be a way to do it. And maybe at some point, which I would really love to myself, I will be able to travel to visit you guys and maybe to record something with you together.
We would be happy. We would be happy.
It would be so awesome. Like really, I have it on my bucket list for sure.
Okay.
Talking about the Liquid mining farm there as well, again, what I just mentioned, is it real? Yes, it is real, and it is super real. So this video or this presentation is uploaded in my YouTube channel. So if you look through the videos, I have also uploaded a video that shows the Liquid mining farm, and where Dima, the one we just spoke about, the CEO of Liquid, mentions as well my name, because I had a bit of, not doubts, but I said, what proof do we have that it is real? So they gave already 2 kinds of, well, actually 3 kind of proofs. First of all, they said, whenever you want to come by, feel free to do so. And you will be able to film. So that was the first one, which was an invitation to have a look. Second, the video that Dima jumped on a plane. He went to one of the data centers. There are several. So he went to one data center and he filmed it, explained it, and mentioned my name and several other names on different videos, just to have some kind of proof. And third, which you can see on the next photo, everyone that has already the app, you know what the app looks like. So the Liquid team has contracted a graffiti artist who basically did the whole design of the app, was sprayed on the walls of the Liquid mining center. And you can see clearly it definitely is belonging to Liquid. Many are still asking why crypto and why Bitcoin? Does it make sense? As I have said before, today in this presentation, we're going to focus on the Bitcoin mining. So I want to tell you a bit why it makes sense to start mining and why it makes sense to start mining now. This is a very nice graphic that shows actually what happened after each halving. We had, since Bitcoin was born, 3 halvings so far, and 1 year after the halving, you can see it, what happened actually to the value of Bitcoin. It does make sense. We know that the next halving is end April. So if you start now, you can collect already as many coins as you can. And within the next halving, probably we will earn a bit less Bitcoin, but the price will go up. So yes, do it now, because you get more coins than from after the halving onwards. The equipment right now is cheaper, and try to get the most Bitcoins you can mine right now. A year, so I'm going now to the second step. The first one is more about multi-mining, that you can get coins at the lowest price with the expertise and technology of professionals. A year after all previous halving cycles, Bitcoin has increased massively in price, from 3 times its original value to as much as 90 times, as shown in the chart. And Bitcoin is a perfect store of value and often is referred to as a digital gold, while altcoin historically have outperformed Bitcoin during the bull markets. Whoever is interested in altcoin mining, please also look through the videos I have uploaded. We have recorded a great presentation with Ilya Mainin on board also, where we speak more focused, or we put more focused on the multi-mining possibility that liquid mining has to offer. But I think everyone that is watching here, this call, is a crypto lover and probably agrees that Bitcoin is the future, and it's always good to have some digital gold prepared. Talking about the liquid mining products, so we have the GPU mining, which is the multi-mining, which we have spoken about already a couple of days ago. And we have the ASIC mining, and this is what we're gonna speak about right now. ASIC mining allows to mine Bitcoin with a click of a button through our unique application. And I have to agree, it really is that simple. On the end of the presentation, we're going to speak briefly about how to start. It is really simple. I have had people signing up with like 3 WhatsApp messages. It was like 3 screenshots we sent back and forth, and that was it. It really couldn't be any easier. Artyom, do you agree? Like, have you ever seen anything more easy to mine Bitcoin?
No, so truly we went through some process, but right now registration and purchase are pretty easy for understanding to everyone. And moreover, I can tell you we have some ideas that we are going to implement also, and it will become more efficient, and you will be able to enter in like 2 clicks.
And that is also like a good point, because when I started late February of this year, we were in beta phase of the app. So it wasn't even on the available on the app stores. And so with each update, you could see, which was on a weekly basis, it got better and better and better. It was never hard, but there were like small bugs, and you could see they were like all always worked on and solved super quickly. And by now, sometimes, like, honestly, since I signed up, so much has happened. And now when I help people, I was like, wow, that is easy now. That is like great. And it was never not easy. Yeah. So it's really, it doesn't matter what age group you are. If you are just turned 18 and you know really much about technology, or if you are 75 and the only thing really you need is your smartphone, and this is it. Talking about money, because everyone is always asking, okay, what do I need as an investment? Like, what numbers are we speaking about? So the great stuff is, we have now the option of ASIC starts, which didn't exist when I started. So you can test the product and really start mining with purchasing an ASIC start for as little as 100 USDT. And you have to provide it, obviously, to connect it to electricity, which will cost you around $5 each month. The service life is 4 years. And that means don't be scared. It doesn't mean that after 4 years you stop mining and you lost all your investment. There's talks about it, what will be done, because you also see above the first photo on the left that it's an NFT. So we are not just renting computer power, we are actually owning the equipment, and the equipment, the ownership is guaranteed by purchasing an NFT. So Artyom, we have spoken a few times about it already, because after, like, for example, these 4 years, it just makes sense to get new equipment because of the capacity or the speed of the miners. We all know how fast technology is progressing, so it just wouldn't probably make much sense to keep mining with the same equipment after 4 years. But you don't have to wait. There's like 3 great options, I think. There's people that just buy an NFT and never mine. They just have it like for keeping the value. And when the Bitcoin price goes up, usually the mining equipment gets more expensive, and then they're just going to sell their miner. Because very important to understand. Did you say something?
Sorry, I said, yeah, exactly.
Okay,
because we can already see that in last 3 months, the price for the equipment has already gone up by 20%.
Great, yeah, excellent point. True. So you could do that. You can just buy, you save your miner, you never connect it, and then you will always have the service life still of 4 years. So you are using the lifetime basically as long or while it's connected to electricity and actually producing coins. Then it's not happening yet, but you will be able as well to sell it on the go, let's say after a year, which we're going to speak about in the next slides to do examples of return of invest on the marketplace. At the moment, it has to be still announced, so there's no special date yet. But yes, you will be able to sell your NFT in case you say, I don't want to mine anymore. Whatever reasons you might have, you will have the possibility. I think I said I will have 3 options. Yeah, the last option, but it's not, it's just like an idea. Maybe, we don't know yet. There's no decision has been made yet. Maybe after the 4 years, your equipment still has some value and you decide to get a brand new miner, and maybe Liquid says, okay, give us the old one and therefore we give you the new one a bit cheaper. We don't know yet. It's all ideas, but also possibilities. So then you see when you move on and you want to have your own proper miner, you're talking about an investment of $3,800. Unless you are part of the DAISY community and have reserved already your miner back then in Dubai, like almost 2 years ago, then you would only pay $3,300. So don't miss that opportunity. Connect your account and check the price you would be charged. The electricity costs are then a bit higher also, which is around $154 each month. And then I'm just going to mention it very briefly. The ASIC mining has also the option to mine Casper. You would have to decide. You cannot swap around. You cannot say, okay, today I do Bitcoin, tomorrow I do Casper. It's 2 different miners you would have to purchase. There you can see also the difference of price. And I'm going to do a special Zoom call talking about the Casper project. So on this one, we're going to leave it a bit besides. I thought it was important to see the pricing of $3,000, and the electricity costs are very low of 24, and you have a lifetime of 3 years. It's a very interesting project, but we're going to speak about that separately. To connect your miner, to be able to pay the energy cost monthly, you have 3 choices. You can buy a 1,000, 2,000, and 5,000 power charger, and it costs you in between $95 and $430. And there you see the bigger the charger, the cheaper the electricity gets. Here talking a bit more technical in case here's some people that want to know the consumption of kilowatts, for example. I think the best sense, like the slide before, always makes it to talk about USDT, but here you see it also in kilowatts. So the ASIC starter that has a durability of 36 months has a consumption of 62 kilowatt a month. The price is $100, and it has a hash rate based on Casper of 3 terahash and would be mining per month 0.000023973 Bitcoin. That number might change because it depends on the network. So please don't take it for granted. There's always like little changes, but kind of that should be the number. And also below it says the total Bitcoin that NFT will generate based on current Bitcoin complexity. This is what I've just explained. And the user receives 80% of the mined Bitcoin, and the other 20% will be distributed to bonus pools and mining operations. So when you do your withdrawal, you withdraw 80% and 20% goes away, not just as a fee. So some of that goes to operations and the rest will be placed in different pools where you can participate on also. And there again, we're going to do a special Zoom about it. So here talking about the ASIC for 3,800. Here you can see everyone that has booked it already through the DAISY community only pays 3,300, and the Bitcoin mined per month based on June 1st of this year is 0.0089815. Here you can see the consumption, the durability again, and the hash rate. The forecast on prediction, I know everyone always wants to know their return of investment. You cannot really tell because obviously it depends on the price Bitcoin will have when you sell, but you can say in case Bitcoin hits a price of 34,000, you would have your return of invest after 25 months. If in case you sell when Bitcoin hits 57,500, you would have your return of invest after 10.21 months. Or in case it hits the 95,000, you would hit it already after 5 months and a bit. Talking about statistics, more numbers, and this I remember, Artyom, when you sent me this slide, I was like, I don't understand, but once I understand, I really liked it. So I'm going to try to explain. Artyom, in case there's something I should add, please feel free to interrupt my talk. So we're going to start with a budget. Let's imagine we have a budget of $5,648. And we are looking at a time frame of 12 months with a Bitcoin rate or value of Bitcoin of 28,000. Now we're going to see what could we do with that kind of money. So either we're going to buy Bitcoin. So we have $5,648 in case the Bitcoin would have a price of 28,000, which is kind of where it is at the moment. We would be able to buy 0.201 and so on Bitcoin. Let's say after a year, we had the halving already, the price would have doubled. Then we see we would have made a profit, like a pure profit of 5,648, because it's the 11,296 minus the budget we have spent. I hope that
it's just the budget doubled basically because the price doubled.
Exactly. So this is like the clear gainage we take out of that. On the other hand, we could have said, okay, we're not gonna buy just plain Bitcoin. We're gonna go and get a liquid ASIC NFT. So the price is actually the 5,648. We would have spent 1 year on electricity plus the 3,800 on the equipment, which ends up to be 5,648. And then we see after the year, we would have mined 0.08648 Bitcoin. Now, the good stuff is what I've mentioned before. The price has increased has doubled in our example. And that probably means that our equipment cost almost doubles also. This is a pessimistic way to calculate, and we just calculated by 1.8. So on the marketplace, you could sell your NFT for $6,840. The Bitcoins you would have mined would have a value of 4,842. And if you put the two together and take off the budget you have spent, you would end up having earned $6,034. And there you see, in comparison to the left side, that liquid mining would make more sense. Plus, what I have to say as well, doing the mining, you don't have to put right away the 5,600. You don't have to have it available because you only need 3,800, and the electricity you pay on a monthly basis. So that as well is another benefit. First, you earned more. Second, you wouldn't have to spend that much on one go. Is there anything I have missed, Artyom?
No, you're telling everything correctly.
Perfect. So let's move on. Lots of people had contacted me and said, well, what about Binance mining? Because Binance also has launched something. I think it's better than Liquid. Okay, so we did it. We put it into slides and numbers to prove what is actually better, Liquid mining or Binance mining. And here we go. First of all, the terahash are exactly the same. So we have 120 terahash through Binance, and we have a 120 terahash with Liquid. The budget spent, or the money spent within 12 months on Binance, would be 2,606. The budget would be a bit higher on Liquid because our equipment would cost us $3,800. The mined Bitcoins are the same because we are both mining with 120 terahash. We also have to add electricity costs on Liquid mining, on Binance not, but on Liquid mining, yes. So, but we have our equipment. So what happens after 1 year? After 1 year, we can sell our equipment. We do the same calculation as on the slide before. Let's say it has an increase of price by 1.8. So we would sell our equipment for 6,840. And our total earnings would be 12,686. And on Binance would only be 5,846. So the calculation is quite simple. You're gonna calculate, or you're gonna multiply the value of Bitcoin. The expected value here is like an example of 56,000 by the mined Bitcoins. So then you see on the first example by Binance, you would have earned 5,846. You have to take away your expenditure of 2,600, and then you see like your plain, your like pure earnings. On the Liquid side, it's the same thing. We have the 12,668 on total earnings, which is by the Bitcoins we have mined, plus the equipment we have sold. But of course, you have to take away the total expenditure, which is higher on the Liquid side. But if you see, you would take it off, you would subtract it from the total earnings. You see that on Liquid, you would have mined much more than using Binance. Artyom, is there anything else you would like to add?
No, basically, the case that we are looking here, comparing the Binance mining and the Liquid mining, is firstly the most important thing is that Binance offers only 6 months of mining, and the second thing, as I have been telling everyone before, is the fact that they don't have this NFT, which adds different instrumentary for being more flexible and to be able to gain some extra profits. Moreover, what is rather important here is to understand that within the Binance mining, the costs per electricity, etc., they are not really fixed within like 4 years period. And I'm not 100% sure, but for that I know their prices may have already gone up compared to the numbers written here. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I was told today.
Okay.
So, however, in Liquid, they are fixed, and they are not planning to go anyway 100%, but even more likely they were going to lower the price for the electricity, as we have done previously.
Yeah, that is a good point. Actually, I have mentioned that in one presentation before, like that you guys, like it's the first time it happened to me that actually prices are getting lower. So we had that on the multi-mining, on the GPU mining, the price of the equipment was getting better, so it was getting cheaper, and people that had bought already got more durability. For example, very fair, very great, and the same on electricity. Like the better contracts you get on, or you got on electricity, that you have passed it on to the community, and there was actually no need for it. because people were purchasing and were happy with what they were spending on electricity. But anyhow, you did it, you got a better price deal, and you passed it on, and electricity got cheaper. So maybe that will happen in the future also, and probably as well, like the more we are, the better, no? The more we consume, maybe we get even, or you guys are even getting like better.
Yeah, we're working on that.
Yeah, that's really cool. And now I'm super excited about it. There's no date announced yet, but there's a great option they want to offer exclusively for ASIC NFT owners, which is, first of all Bitcoins mined in the application can be sent to trading. In near future, a special pool is launched that will trade Bitcoins according to the Endotech strategy and increase their number. So there again, everyone that is part of the DAISY community is shareholder also of Endotech and knows very well about what they are doing, what they are creating with their AI, with their trading AI in the background. So everyone in Liquid will be able to, once everything is tested and goes straight forward, it will be launched within Liquid. So the mined Bitcoin by Liquid, very important. You cannot send Bitcoin from outside in your Liquid app and let them being traded by Endotech. It's really a special and exclusively for the Bitcoins mined by Liquid in your own wallet. You will be able to connect it to an Endotech Bitcoin growth strategy. And even, I think this is like so great when you think about it. So you are, if you start now mining, you are collecting more and more Bitcoins. The price of the Bitcoin goes up. Plus, you will even be able to make out of, let's call it 1 Bitcoin, maybe 2 Bitcoins, while the price gets up. It's like the win-win situation, like better it just cannot get. This offer will be exclusively for Liquid customers, and it will be possible to trade for the entire planned volume of Bitcoin. So very cool, very great. Ilya has said on the last call, it will still take a bit until this will be launched, but it's definitely in planning, and yeah, just great.
I would like to comment here,
yeah,
because
please.
as you mentioned on the last Zoom we had, it's like a cherry on the top. And that is one thing that we are with all of our team very much excited, being able to add this Endotech cool feature within a product that we were supposing rather cool by itself, but it has no downlines. It only makes the product greater, and we're really happy about it. And of course, that will be optional. Like if someone decides that he doesn't want to participate in that, he can avoid it. But we know Anna Becker, we know the Endotech team, we know how DAISY team, the cool results they are always getting, and we are 100% sure that implementation of this AI crypto strategy within Bitcoin, within a special pool, will bring the Liquid community extra opportunities for gaining money, gaining Bitcoins, and that is cool.
Yeah, on top of that, like it really is like what you just mentioned, like 2 projects in one, because just Liquid itself is already great enough. Yeah, so even if it wouldn't happen, it would be great just to do Liquid mining. But that, yeah, the cherry of the cake, you are doing a 2-in-1. And for everyone that is not part of the DAISY community, you can check out endotech.io. You can check it out. They have like a big track record where you can look at the numbers. And it's not possible as a normal person to join Endotech. It's just for institutionals and the Liquid community, basically. So it really is great. So talking about the economics, I have just mentioned it already a bit during the presentation, that 80% of the price goes towards the product and 20% goes towards the referral plan. Plus, when you do your withdrawal of the coins, you get 80% and 20% go to the referral plan and to operations. All details can be released. I'm not going to include it into this presentation because the referral plan is like not the main focus of the Liquid project, but it is great. There's like I tell you briefly, like a direct bonus in case you want to recommend it to someone. There's a 5% direct bonus, and then you can participate on 2 different pools, which is great. One is a USDT pool and the other one is a mined coin pool, and it's really great. Simple to understand, and I'm happy to do a special presentation about it where we go into details, plus the race. The race is so great. You can see instructions as well on the webpage. And I will include that in the presentation of the referral plan, because you are able to sign up for the race or to join the race, which is great, because it just, as a customer, it gives you double support, or you have like double chances in case you sign up as a leader or an affiliate to actually win equipment. I mean, this is just brilliant. You can win your own equipment. But again, it's a tiny bit more complicated, the race, but in the end, once you understand it, it's super simple. And I'm going to talk about that in a special call. So then again, why liquid mining is unique and positioned to be the leading mining provider? Because it's backed by a 2,000 plus community. It utilizes, or you have the chance of using an affiliate business model. You don't have to, it's an option, but great in case you want to. It is the first cloud mining solution to be on Apple Store and Google Play Store. This is what we have spoken about in the very beginning. It allows a wide range of altcoins together with Bitcoin mining. So in case you are interested in altcoins, talking about diversification, it's great to do the altcoin and the Bitcoin mining. Just please have a look at the presentation that is focusing on the altcoin mining. Liquid has their own research team analyzing and choosing the best coins on the market. That regarding the altcoin mining. So it takes away lots of work actually from the user and lots of headaches. And here again in written, the user can resell their NFT on the marketplace, still to be announced when and where. This is again one of my favorite slides, just to see why should I join liquid mining and not get a real miner delivered to my house. First of all, that as well, you really have to understand the pricing of the miner is already great, but it comes in a whole package, because it has the rental, it has the security, it has everything already included in the price. It has the referral system included. So it's not just getting your equipment. If you would get it at home, you would probably pay the same, but you don't get all the benefits. So first of all, the rental and accommodation expenses are included in the price. You do not have the problem of loud noises. I invite you, please watch the video I have uploaded. It's called Liquid Mining Farm. Do you want to see your equipment? Check out that video, do it and listen. It's really loud. It's for my ears really annoying, and I'm happy that I don't have to listen to that the whole time, because honestly, you would have to have it in your garage or somewhere in the basement. If you would just have it in a different room, you would have to have your air conditioner running the whole time. You have the noise of the machine. So you're like, I think it's not done with a just closed door. I actually, Ilya said I'm not techie, but actually I am quite techie. So not quite techie, but I understand quickly different things. But I am definitely not a tech guy. I don't know how to program. I don't know how to read protocols and all stuff like that. And I know that in case you want to mine at home, you have to program your equipment. I wouldn't know how to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to spend time on it. And it would definitely give me a headache. Talking about altcoin mining, you would actually have to configure it on each coin. And in case you want to swap to a different one or switch it to a different coin, you would have to do it again. So it's crazy. I don't want to do it. And we don't have to do it because the Liquid team is doing all that for us. There's no delay.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I'm always saying, that seems like it is pretty underestimated, because you swap between coins in 1 second.
Yeah.
But in real life, it is like a real programming process. It's a rather difficult thing, and I personally think that is one of the coolest features within the application.
I think so as well. And not only that, I honestly wouldn't know how to do it. I would have to pay someone, or I would have to spend lots of time to read about it, to do it. And like time is like precious, honestly. So I prefer not to do it. And yes, what you mentioned,
that means that you would be less flexible, because you wouldn't care about swapping the coins like several times a week or something like that. And whenever a new coin comes up and you swap your equipment to mining that coin fastly while the network is not as busy, and within the application you do it within 1 second. And if you like mine for a few days, you decide that's not worth it, you swap back to Caspa or something you want to mine, and that's it.
Exactly. Then as well, very important, talking about times, there's no delay from the purchase and the actual mining, because in case you decide to do the liquid mining, you sign up, it takes you a minute, you're going to purchase, it takes you a minute, and then you have the miner straight away in your app. Then you wait for the electricity. Like the longest I have ever waited was 6 hours. It was connected at mined straight away. So you take now the decision and today you start mining. Plus, this is actually my most important factor, is the malfunction protection. In case I would have a miner at my home and it would break down, I would have to send it somewhere. It would have to be checked. Maybe it's not fixable. And this is also here included. In case something would happen to the NFT you have purchased, they see right away in the farm, okay, this is not mining right, and they replace it. Like you don't even feel it. I think it's great. So you basically have an insurance included in the pricing. The withdrawal of the coins is super simple. You can mine from anywhere in the world. So talking about values, for me, time is very precious, and flexibility of location. So I don't live where I was born, and I like to travel, and my family comes from different continents, to be honest. So I like to travel around, and I can travel in peace because I only need my smartphone, and this is it. I don't need anyone that comes home and checks on if the electricity is still working, or if I had a shortcut, or in case it was overheating and it's on fire, or somebody breaks in. No headaches. Again, this is great. If you want to and you like it and you tell your friends about it, you have an additional extra income through the recommendation plan. And there's no legal prohibitions on mining. It depends on the country you are in. If you have it physically, you might not have it neither. And depending as well on the country you live, you might not have high electricity costs. With liquid, the electricity is very good. I compared it once to the electricity I would pay within Europe, and it would have been 4 times more than what I pay now with the liquid contract. So how to get started? Super simple. You just download the TronLink app. You put USDT TRC20 on it, like the amount you need for purchasing the equipment, plus some trons. You pay for the fee, the gas fee of the purchase, which is around 150 tron per NFT you are buying. So that counts 150 for each charger and 150 for each miner. Plus, please always have some extra tron on the wallet, just that the wallet itself stays active. In case you are part of the DAISY community already, you don't need a referral link because you will stay in the same structure. You just go to liquidmining.com, you connect your DApp browser within the TronLink, you connect to liquid.com, and you sign up. In case you are not part yet of the community, then please ask for a referral link or for a raise link or whatsoever. And you can enter even without, but I please ask you to enter with a link, because then you have granted a support of a person you trust and that knows already how it works. Then you sign up, so you register, and you are ready to order. You order your NFT and you order your charger. You can see, by the way, the NFT within your TronLink. You can see your purchase under collectibles, and you see all NFTs, the list of NFTs. Once you are on the liquidmining.com webpage, on the left side on the menu, you can see the link for the downloads of the app. Once you have done that, you open your app, you sign in, and you see already your miner plus your charger, and you just connect the two with each other and start mining. You don't, on Bitcoin, you don't even have to collect a coin because it's just Bitcoin. So you push the button of connecting electricity and you are starting to mine that moment. And then what do you have to do? Nothing. You sit back.
Yeah, I suppose it's rather easy right now, and no additional problems. And even the cases when you told the electricity was coming for like 6 hours are already gone away. Now it takes not more than several minutes.
Super. So actually it is done. Let's say you have it all done, I would say, with everything, signing up, purchasing and everything, in an hour max. and then you sit back and watch your Bitcoins grow. The only thing I recommend, always get already the biggest charger, because then you can forget about it. And the bigger the charger, the cheaper the electricity. And then you just have to watch when the electricity ends, but it shows you in months and then it shows you in days. And I personally, when I've seen, I come to the last week, I connect already the next charger and I forget about it. Yeah, and this is actually it. I'm going to stop the screen sharing. And perfect. Artyom, I know that you are busy. I don't want to do it that long. We do a recording, so we don't have a Q&A. We do an extra Q&A. So I don't know if there's anything you would like to add to the presentation, to anything regarding Bitcoin mining.
Oh, well, first of all, thank you for such a great storytelling. And I'm kind of partly proud of the of how much you know about the project and how well you understand all the details. I want to say that we are not stopping. We are working a lot on improving the project, and I can take some examples of things that we are working, and we would have to announce and make another Zoom call for me to able to tell you about all the plans that we have, about the electricity, about the visual content, about several gamification features that we are adding within the system and within the application. But to sum everything up, I will tell you now that we have a bright future ahead of us. We are working a lot. We are facing a lot of answers, different interesting tasks to be solved, different solutions that we have to find. Some of them are rather unique, and being in the market, sometimes we make things and then see that no one else does it the way we do, and we're kind of thinking that is cool, and we're proud of ourselves. But yes, there will Liquid. If you are not already in it, try to learn about it, try to understand what we are doing, where we are going, and enjoy it.
Super. Great. So we have a date already, another one. We're going to do a special Zoom call where you're going to announce all the news. Then we have on our list a Casper Zoom call. We're going to do a Q&A, and we're going to lead through basically more practical things, more probably on the altcoin mining side, but also on the Bitcoin mining. How actually do I claim? Now we know how to go in, but then to show everyone how simple it is to connect your wallet, to claim, and if you want to sell basically. And I think then we are all set. We have the Zoom calls already in several languages. And yeah, great times ahead. I think you guys are going to be in Budapest as well and are joining probably other events. And then in February in Dubai probably again. So there's the possibility to see you guys live somewhere.
Yeah, we'll try to be there if nothing happens. We're planning.
Super. Perfect. Thank you again for your time. And I see you very soon.
Thank you very much, Caroline. Bye.
Bye-bye.